I've been driving across the United States without using paved roads, and it's day 9. So just waking up, and tell me that's not the happiest dog alive right now. I'm looking over this whole valley for whatever things that she likes to look at. She heard me talking about her, so now she came back. What do you got going on today? What are you looking at? What is it? I know you're trying to comprehend what I'm trying to say. I'm just saying nonsensical stuff. Hey, you're getting dust on me, dummy. Get out of here. No, not to me. No. This is how I make my bed in the morning. So I cram my pillow in it. I zip it up so no dust gets in it. Roll it up in a pile. See how that looks? It looks like a pile. Then I take the floor part and squish it. It's way easier than making a real bed in like a house. That's why I like to sleep in the truck. So that's pretty cool. There's a mountain. And then there's the salt flats of the Salt Lake. This is a cool spot. I like it a lot. These mountains are really pretty last night. It's important. They have to know the food comes from you. Otherwise, they will turn on you and they will eat you in your sleep. I have this dog brainwashed to think the food comes from me. The food is there. The dog is there. She will sit there forever until I say, Kota, eat. Oh, you want more? Okay, eat another one. That's a good dog. And the other fun thing about Kota right now is she's shedding. But her hair's coming out in clumps. Yeah, so I get to sleep in that. It's in my nose in the morning and my eyes. I had to take out one of my contacts today because I had something in it, and I looked and it was a dog hair between my contact and my eyeball. So I'll give you a little kitchen tour. So I keep Kota's food in that Tupperware. And then what I do, when all the ice melts, I just pour out the water and I'll go to a gas station or something. And I'll just cram the bottles full of ice, and that works out really well. Here's my little Tupperware. I got some salmon and some butter in there if I want to cook. And this, I got some fancy cheeses, but I do have meat in here, and I'm looking forward to eating that meat. I got some salsa, I got some orange juice, I got some coconut water, and another frozen thing. So that works really well, and it fits perfectly. Out here in the middle of the desert, nobody to talk to. The only person I've talked to in 3 days is the lady that I got a cup of coffee from at the gas station yesterday. I haven't talked to any other people. The most special thing in my entire kitchen is my coffee bag. Easy to get, and it's not a pain in the butt in the morning while I'm still grumpy. I really like this little stove. So look how small it is. See, it's so cute, and you just sit right here and there's like magic. Like, watch. You see how fast that was that you just put your little thing on it? This fancy thing works so much nicer than the strainer I had on my first few days. Remember me beating that thing with a hatchet? Whoever designed this coffee maker is a horrible person. So I broke 2 blades on the drone. I tore my one and only pair of shorts. I guess that's what's happened. We try to rush things. I try to be efficient. Like, oh, while I drink my coffee, I'll fly the drone and do all this other stuff too. And instead I crashed the drone and ripped my pants. And the good news is, along my way every day, I hide a golden banana in the most beautiful spot I find. At the end of my adventure, I'm going to release the GPS coordinates for all golden bananas. Subscribe, and I'll give you the GPS coordinates for this golden banana. There is absolutely nothing out here except for the dog and me and my pickup truck. Just burning through the desert, but no signs of life out here for a while. I hit a pretty good bump a little bit ago, so I figured now would be a nice time to do a damage check. Just some minor scrapes, nothing big. The Raptor machine is doing amazing, but my tonneau cover broke again. The bump broke my tonneau cover. The water's vertical. You know I like to have water when I'm by myself in the desert because water is my favorite, even more so than fruit and beef. We just saw a coyote run across the road, and it's a huge coyote. Then after it ran past us, I'm like, I wonder if it was something other than a coyote because it was so big. I'm coming back here because I found trash. You don't put trash in the desert, kids. It's probably a beer drinker. I'm on a little rant right now because I haven't talked to anybody for days. I'm gonna be really weird by the time day 30 rolls around. Are you having fun? You're happy to be out of the car, yeah? Look at your poor handkerchief, it even looks dirty. I'm sorry. I have a funny story about Kota. So when I was training her as a puppy, I would take her to my kids' school. And I wanted her to be hyper socialized around other kids. So I'd stand in front of the main entrance, and all the kids ages 7 to 16 years old would walk by her and pet her and play with her and give her kisses. Throughout the year, she grew up. And on the last week of school, the dads started taking their kids to school. On that last week of school, I would see the minivan door open and 3 little kids jump out of the car, running straight to Kota, as they have for the last 7 months, while their dad panics, not knowing that his child's been playing with the dog for the last 7 months, and that they're good friends. Dog's having fun. She likes back there. She has more room to sit. She puts her face on my water bottle and just drools and puts mucus all over the top of it where I drink out of. It's disgusting, actually. All right, friends, so we are in a super desolate spot. There's nothing out here. I didn't expect to see anything, and I'm driving down the road, and all of a sudden, boom, I see a America flag. I thought to myself, I'm like, what is this place? Let's check it out. All right, this is kind of a sobering sight. So in 1943, right when World War II is starting, the United States went through and they gathered up 120,000 Japanese Americans, and they put them here in a tent city in the middle of the desert. So even if they could escape, I mean, back then, you would die trying to walk and find water out here. So think about it. These people came out here following the American dream and wound up in basically a concentration camp out here in the middle of the Utah desert. 120,000 Japanese Americans, 2/3 of whom were U.S. citizens. They were taken, put here, and that is what their new home looked like out here in the Topaz camp. They had guard towers. Back in 1944, I'm sure they'd shoot anybody that tried to leave, and that was their homes. And then here's all the Japanese Americans that were killed in action in World War II. So much respect to those guys. I hate you, Sage. Anyhow, I was saying, I've been to 36 some odd countries, and my favorite country, by all means, Japan. Nicest people in the world. And they have sushi. Some of the best food I've ever eaten in my life was in Japan. I'd like to go back to Japan with the sole focus being eating. Just eat my way through Japan. I think that'd be cool. This was the camp. You could see some of the concrete foundations where they put them in their tent homes. It's a lot of people, guys, stuck out here in the desert. That's a bad move, guys, bad move. Anyways, I'm happy I stumbled across this site, and I think it's important to learn stuff like this so that history does not repeat itself. I spent the best donut. As you can see, it's the most brown on the outside and the most well-preserved in the middle, and you see my donut cloud going up. It's like a fireworks show. As you know, Utah is some of the most beautiful country in the country. That being said, I still have to make forward progress eastbound. I haven't found gas or water. I'm low on both of them. So I am going to have to, after I go through this valley, I'm going to have to go out of my way a little bit where there should be a gas station because I need to fill up on some supplies. Let's get going. I thought this was a beautiful spot for a lunch. We got some oysters and some crackers for lunch. This could be good. I think people underestimate how amazing these are. They're so delicious. I know they probably sound gross. Buy a pack, get some crackers, and enjoy some. I mean, look at the ingredients. Smoked oysters, olive oil. That's all it is. And I like sardines and oysters. Dude, they're cheap. You get like a whole meal for like $2. It's fantastic. They're delicious. They're good for you. They make you stronger, faster, smarter, healthier. Stronger and faster and smarter. Kota ate a dragonfly and drank some water. And I'm going to go up over that hill, it looks like, up on the top. I see a road. That's the one I'm going to take. I made it to the top of the mountain. This is so awesome. Just look at all the colors out here. This is the longest I've gone since gas. It's been almost 400 miles since fuel because I thought
that when I came across the interstate that there'd have to be a gas station there, and there was not. I believe there's one not too far. I still have like about 125 miles of range, but and I'm really low on water too. I'm down to probably 1 or 1.5 gallons of water. I like having lots of water and lots of fuel. It's an important thing to have when you're by yourself out here in the middle of nowhere. As soon as I get out of this mountain range, I'll go out of my way if I have to finally fuel up, obviously. So I got a little story time for you. So I'm driving up the trail. I look behind me, there's a four-wheeler, and the guy looks angry. I pull over to let him go past me, and he pulls up on my driver's side and starts chewing me out, super agitated, super angry. And I always tell my kids, it takes two to fight. I could have gotten a confrontation with him and it could have escalated. Instead, I kept it calm. Your brain turns off if you're angry, so always keep happy and chill. So anyways, he tells me with a really loud voice how this is private property and I'm trespassing, and I apologize. And I explained to myself that I believed it was BLM land and that the gates were unlocked and I didn't know any different. And I explained to him what I was doing and why it's important that I get through here because I'm low on fuel. And he's already been having people come out here and poach animals. We just found a dead deer the other day, so there's poachers illegally killing animals on private property. That's not okay. And then they come through here and they leave all their trash. It's the golden rule, right? Treat people how you want to be treated. And then that's how they treat you back, just like him. Like, I don't want him yelling at me and getting all angry at me and cussing me out and he's telling me how he lost his hat. I want him to talk to me nicely. And so that's why I talk to him nicely. And then at the end of it, we're friends. It's way better to like keep calm and problem solve. Surprise, it's me. I just found this super cute little town, Ephraim. Got some new water, 12 new gallons of water at the Maverick station, and 35 and a half gallons of gas. Now I'm ready to go into the mountains. I just had a boba tea. Do you know how nice it is to have a boba tea and eat something other than canned fish and canned pears? Oh, it's so good. Get out of the house, Dwayne. Too much Minecraft. You're looking a little pasty. Just look at this cute little mountain lake. I've seen a lot of cool stuff on my adventure so far. 9 days of just driving through some of the most pristine wilderness in North America. This is awesome. You gotta love Utah. I'm at the highest point on the Skyline Drive. The big sign here says it's 10,897 feet. You're so scary. Oh, she's scary when she does that. If she knew how to drive, she would have eaten me by now for sure. But she's just too far away from society. She knows it'd be rough in the winter here. I looked at my coffee cup today and I saw hair in there, some other gunk that went with it. And I looked at my hand and I'm like, okay, which is dirtier? My finger, like go fish that out, or the hair? And I decided that my finger was probably dirtier, so I just drank the hair. So I have hair inside my body. We got Moab way out there. You can see the pink hills of Moab. That's where we're headed. We got a beautiful little cloud. Doesn't even look real. It looks like a painting. What if we're in a simulation? Come on, let's go for a drive. Come on, sweetie. This Emerald Lake is going to be my beautiful home for the night. It's currently about 45 degrees, a little chilly. The water feels really cold, and I'm going to go swimming before it gets dark. I've been seeing a lot of bear poop, and bears will walk around the lake. So I have full expectations on seeing a bear later tonight. I'm going to do it now and then I'll make a fire afterwards because cold water is good for you. That was really, really cold. My fingers are numb. My back is numb. My fingers are seriously like, it's properly cold. I gotta go get warmed up. Falling asleep, I was really concerned about bears in the area. Click the link right now so you can watch day 10.